as a reality show. There's the Kardashians and Juliana and Bill. What we are going to do in our next scene is give two members of our audience a chance to see what their life might look like as a reality show. So, I need two brave souls, preferably who know each other. Do I have any volunteers? Okay, come on up. Two people who know each other, preferably. What do we got? Come on up. I can't see past like those guys. What do we have? Come on up. Let's give them some support. Did we back out? Oh, come on, I promise. VIP passes. I have VIP passes.
Mom and daughter right here.
What do we have? You two want to do it? Come on up.
It's not so much fun to be picked up.
Amy and Jenny. VIPs, they're going to come back and get a lot of good stuff for us. Okay, so Amy and Jenny. All right. How do you two know each other?
Sisters.
You guys are sisters. Okay. And what is your occupation?
Counting.
Accounting.
Stay-at-home mom.
Stay-at-home mom.
Watch her kids.
Wonderful.
I watch her kids.
And how about 3 words to describe each other? Like if you were to describe her in 3 words, what would they be?
Passionate, caring, and kind of lazy.
Loving. This is a great sisterly relationship here. Now, do you guys have any other siblings?
No.
Is it just you two? Okay, so just 2 sisters. Why don't you guys step over here to this little area? And the way this is going to work is that our actors here are going to assume your identities and do a scene. So, for example, Sue might play you, and Deborah might play you, and John will figure out what he's going to do. But basically, when they do something that you think might fit your life and is something you might do, you're going to give them a little ding of the bell. Okay, let them know they're on the right track. So give that a shot. Both of you try the bell. Okay, great. So they're doing something that seems like something you might actually do. Now, if they do something that's not something you would do or seems completely out of spirit or character, you're going to give them a little honk to let them know they're wrong. So go ahead and give that a little try. Okay. So during the scene, we're going to need you guys to be dinging and honking depending on what they're doing. If it's on track or not, we're going to hear dings and honks, and then they're going to play out the scene for you. So you guys understand the concept. You got your roles. You guys have an active role in this one. And do we have any questions for our
Amy
volunteers?
and Jenny. And how many kids do you watch a day?
4.
From
Two of mine and 2 of hers.
how old?
10 months.
0.
0. 2, 3, and 4.
Little. All right.
Amy, when you're not being an accountant, what do you like to do for fun?
Drink.
Boys and girls for kids?
3 girls and a boy.
3 girls and a boy.
All right. Well, then I take you to a day in the life of Amy and Jen. Jen!
Why are you so lazy?
My belly can't shut up! Give me another cigarette, Amy!
You completely bounced the check again at the Jewel. You are so irresponsible with money.
Look, I had a bunch of kids. I got your kids. I got my kids. I got some neighbor kids. Nobody pays me. work, and that's good. 4 of the 5 days. 3 of the 5. I like those short 10 to 2 days.
You're really mean to me. You know
I know.
that?
Yep.
You're a really mean sister.
Well, you're
I
much
work
older.
and I crunch numbers all day long, and I bring home the bacon, and you're just mean.
I watch your friggin' kids for free.
Mommy!
Why did you bring him out
I
again?
forget his name, but hi!
Let you out again.
Oh, he was just at the park. Over the Edens. Not a biggie.
She gave me beer.
You gave him beer?
You gave him beer.
You're
You're the
the
drinker.
No.
I'm the smoker.
She just taught me bad words. She just taught me bad words. I know the F word and the S word.
Don't forget the reality TV show I taught you. Joe, come on in here and bring me a beer.
No, she can't watch you anymore. No, we just can't do it.
Oh,
No, I'm gonna take you
But
to
I love her.
and I love you.
That's that time of the night, folks. I could feel a good vibe from you guys. Real good vibe from you. Like, you're looking up and saying, oh, they're all famous. I wonder what sex with them would be like. Look at that vibe down here. But, so we're going to tell you what sex with us is like. Only we're not going to use the regular analogies. We're going to actually be off the wall, because we are comedians. So, say we got a suggestion from you guys that baseball. Sex with me is like a baseball. You can make me do a whole lot of things depending on your grip. So, let's go this side right here. We get a suggestion of an occupation, like a doctor, lawyer, counselor. Sex with me is like a counselor.
Sex with me is like a counselor. You can tell me anything you want.
Sex with me is like a counselor. We're just going to talk about it.
Sex with me is like a counselor. Once you start going, you just can't stop.
Sex with me is like a counselor. 1-hour sessions.
Sex with me is like a counselor. I might charge you $120 an hour to be with me.
Sex with me is like a counselor. It's going to take a long time to get it right.
Sex with me is like a counselor. Just lay down on that leather couch.
All right. Let's get another suggestion from, let's see, we come down here. From this table right here. We get a suggestion of an animal, like a dog, a cat. An ocelot. That's like a monkey. Sex with me is like an ocelot.
Sex is me with is like an ocelot. Doubtful.
Sex with me is like an ocelot. We're going to start out swinging through a tree.
Sex with me is like an ocelot or a monkey. I go bananas!
Sex with me is like an ocelot. There's lots of jumping and leaping. Yeah.
Sex with me is like an ocelot. You're not sure what I am, but you're going to like it. All right, and let me get one more suggestion. Something you find in your garage, like lawnmower. Mice? No? Oh, is that in the back? Tools. Specific tool?
Weed whacker.
Hammer. Sex with me is like a hammer. Sex with me is like a hammer.
Sex with me is like a hammer. If you don't do it right, you might hurt your thumbs.
with me is like a hammer. The harder you hit it, the faster it goes in.
Sex with me is like a hammer. I'm gonna pound you and you're gonna be nailed.
Sex with me is like a hammer. I cannot follow that joke. If anyone here is interested, I don't know, you got a bug, you think you could do this, you think you could be better than us, I imagine most of you feel that way. Please come, take classes. They're awesome. It's the best thing ever. You get to come for 2 hours every week and act like a kid. It's a blast. You make great friends. Awesome. And if any of you are at work, you're bored, your office mate's annoying, we can come in and we can entertain you. We can do team building. We can do a show. So any corporate events, look at www.loltheater.com. And to you.
Awesome. So now that you've seen us up on stage, you're thinking to yourself, I love improv. I want to see it all the time, right? Yes, you are, right? Well, Laugh Out Loud Theater gives you a ton of opportunities to come and see improv. Starting on Thursday nights, we have the Unwritten Works of William Shakespeare. It's a completely improvised Shakespeare play. It's amazing. You have to come and see it. It's $12 at 8 p.m. On Fridays and Saturday nights, the amazing cast of LOL puts on their improv comedy. There's a 7:30 and a 9:30 show both nights. The 7:30 show is all ages, so bring the family and make a night out of it. The 9:30 show is more for the grown and sexy crowd, so plan accordingly for that as well. After the 9:30 show on Saturdays, a wonderful troupe here called Argyle Gargoyle does their Saturday Night Confessions. And if you come for the 9:30 show, staying for Argyle Gargoyle is only $1. And if you are the comedian of your group, everyone says, you're so funny, you should do improv. Come and try out your hand at our every other Sunday open mic stand-up comedy night. Come up on stage whether you're a beginner or you are a seasoned professional. Get up here and show everybody your stuff. And last but not least, this Sunday, if you thought $5 was quite the steal to see us on stage here, $10, you can pay $10 on Sunday to see 3 improv troupes perform. It's called the Triple Play. And it is Argyle Gargoyle, Crazy Shades of Blue, and Tuesdays with Flipper. Come check us out. Come check them out on this Sunday called the Triple Play. So we have one more thing we want to do for you, actually. It's one of my favorites, and so put your hands together for 3 things.